professional club, although they do have these adult teams attached. A lot of the players on the pitch in white played for the Barons growing up. And back when they were part of the USL's developmental league, they had Carly Lloyd on their team. I think that name rings a bell for most American soccer fans, of course. She's most well known for that hat trick in 2015 in the World Cup final. Only took her 17 minutes. It's the fastest hat trick in a World Cup final, both men's or women's, in history. And she's one of the Barons' finest. They have a lot of great players today as well, including who you see pressing the ball right now. Number 4 in white, Naomi Newihe, just finished up her senior year of high school, and she's committed to Brown College, will be playing in the Ivy League. But at Ocean City High School, she scored 10 goals as a freshman, 16 as a sophomore, 28 as a junior, and 32 as a senior. That is not a bad career. Became a superstar in the state of New Jersey. And she is somebody that FC Monmouth will really need to look out for today, as Gabby Miller gets on the ball here for the blue and gold. Miller played in 8 matches at Rutgers in her freshman year this past fall, has since transferred to UConn. Speaking of great New Jersey high school soccer players, Gabby Miller is one of the best to ever lace them up. 55 goals at Seneca High School, led them to 2 Group 2 state championship games. She was a star of one of the best teams in the country, as the direct ball to Miller finds her feet. Touch. A little wayward, but it gets picked up nicely by Serlanga, and that's a beautiful ball over the top. Too much on it, though. Goes out for an SJEB throw-in. The starting lineup for the History Makers FC Monmouth: Nellie Bianchi-Nagel, Amber McGee, Sonny Dielmo, Ali Serlanga, Alexis Garcia, Lizzie Gillen, Peyton Gallagher, Ava Gilanella, Leah Howe, Kiana Barber, and then, of course, up top, Gabby Miller. As 50-50 ball in the middle of the park, won by FC Monmouth, although pass goes straight back to the Barons. Now they're going to try to work through their forward. It was Kennedy Erdman who got the ball, quickly dispossessed by FC Monmouth. Miller on her right foot. That's great work in the middle of the park by FC Monmouth. What a ball in behind, too. And all of a sudden, FC Monmouth have a great chance, looking for Serlanga right at the 6-yard box. And the Barons hit it away. It'll be the first corner kick of the game for FC Monmouth.
It's a Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick. Let's make some noise for FC Monmouth.
Great ball into the box. The one by Newihe. And Barber just hits it out. Kiana Barber, again, one of the goal scorers for FC Monmouth in their first game of the season. It was a tie on the road to the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. Not the result Monmouth were hoping for, especially now that they have to face such tough opposition. The Barons made it to the Final Four in the WPSL just 3 seasons ago, and they've retained a lot of similar players, a lot of similar playing profiles as well. So they proved to be one of the best teams in the league yet again. As mentioned earlier, the WPSL is the largest women's soccer league in the entire world. It's amazing what the WPSL has been able to build over the years, and FC Monmouth is thrilled to now be a part of it all, as Amber McGee is on the ball for Monmouth. And all of a sudden, Alexis Garcia gets it. Garcia's pass is cut out, but she wins it right back. Good work by Garcia. Alexa Garcia appeared in 18 matches as a freshman at LaSalle, as we have one of our first dangerous fouls of the game. I believe it's Amber McGee who goes down.
Ladies and gentlemen, home turf is the official training facility of FC Monmouth. Purpose-built to be the safest and most inspiring environment for athletes to train. Home turf's main field consists of over 15,000 square feet of high-performance,
Ball over the top.
non-artificial grass.
Serlinga's touch just a little too heavy. And now, nice half turn by Erdman. Erdman for a through ball, and offsides is Bella Ramirez. Was a great look from Kennedy Erdman. Rising sophomore at Monmouth University, so she's back in Monmouth County, although now playing against Monmouth. Played her high school ball at Cherry Hill. Scored 51 goals in her high school career and delivered a lot of assists as well. You can see why right there. That was a perfect ball in behind to Bella Ramirez, who was just about 2 yards offsides. Got to hold your run right there if you're the Barons against a very stingy FC Monmouth defense. Now it's Amber McGee on the ball. Good job by Garcia. And great link-up play from FC Monmouth. Now ball over the top, looking for Serlinga. Serlinga also scored against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. Played this past fall. Clemson just transferred to Miami. It's a big-time pickup by General Manager James Davis. And her and Miller are going to cause a lot of problems this year for defenses in the WPSL. As it stands, both teams currently in the Colonial Division, the Mid-Atlantic Conference of the league. The Barons are second, meanwhile FC Monmouth all the way at 5th place with just 1 point, although very early in the season, of course, and every point counts at the end of the day. Both clubs trying to get off to a hot start and build up the confidence as the rest of the spring and eventually summer rolls along here. This ball into the box, headed away by Monmouth. Castorina dishes it to Samalonis, and offsides. Samalonis' pass to Rymit gets flagged. Lou Santa Cruz for FC Monmouth played Division I soccer at St. Peter's University, then played for the NY/NJ Stallions. He also played for the world-famous Kearney Scots, one of the great professional soccer teams of old, back in the early 1900s. One of the oldest soccer clubs in all of the United States. They were founded 123 years ago in 1895. He's got a lot of links to Kearney, New Jersey, as does head coach Hugh McDonald for the men's team. Kiana Barber with a nice pass to Gabby Miller. Her touch just a little too far out in front of her. And the blindside tackle for Remy Shorkiss gets her. Miller eventually just called for a foul. Ali Serlinga does well to win it back for FC Monmouth, and great job by FC Monmouth yet again. as fouls are everywhere right now, and eventually a yellow card is handed out as Kyra Samalonis goes down. The ref also exchanges some words with the head coach of the Barons. Wonder what that was about. I'm sure they were definitely sharing some words after that passage of play, as dangerous ball in behind the Monmouth defensive line. Now backed up in their defensive final third.
15th minute against FC Monmouth.
Long throw-in. Miller drops it back, but it's one out by Erdman. Erdman's left-footed ball doesn't find the mark, and all of a sudden FC Monmouth have a counterattack. Ball over the top, and it's Gabby Miller. She's got wheels, one-on-one, out wide on her right foot. She's going to cut inside. She's going to look for a shot, gets blocked out. Well done from Danny Stewart. Although the Barons didn't have anybody in the midfield, aren't able to maintain possession of the ball. Serlinga out on the left wing, on her left foot. Boxed out by Castorina.
Ladies and gentlemen, FC Monmouth's
Goal kick for the Barons.
Salt Athletic. Smell-proof, style first. Salt Athletic is redefining the clean bag with premium design, odor control, and everyday durability. Trusted by athletes and teams nationwide. Gear up at saltathletic.com.
SJEB currently have 4 points on the season as Newihe steals the ball, and she's in behind. Newihe dinks it over Bianchi Nagel, and she's got it. First goal of the day goes to the youngster up top for the Barons. And the Brown University commit does exactly what she's destined to do, score goals. One of the most natural goal scorers in the country.
17th minute, it is number 4, Naomi Newihe.
Just talking about Newihe's prolific high school career a bit earlier in the broadcast. Scored a total of 86 goals alongside 37 assists. That is absurd. Video game numbers. And even now, going against much older competition, she has thrived. You can see why. Very active defensively as well, able to win the ball back, and that's exactly what she did just a minute ago, as she scores the first of the game and spoils FC Monmouth's home opener. And not the housewarming gift, the blue and gold we're hoping for. They're going to look to claw back into this game. Only 17 minutes in. A lot of soccer left to play here at Count Basie Park. Sky is a bit overcast, but it should not rain. It did a bit earlier in the day. It looks like everything will be clear now. A lot of fans have come in as well, which means they have checked their weather app. They like what they saw, and they ventured their way out to Red Bank. Alexis Garcia, the heartbeat of this FC Monmouth team, right there in the center of the park. Number 9 in blue has been very active today, as has her teammate Sunny Dielmo, who just finished her senior year at LaSalle. Started in 14 matches there, scored 4 goals. And Monmouth just possessing the ball. It's a lovely 1-2. Pete Gallagher trying to switch the point of attack to Howe. Howe was a Northeast Conference all freshman team selection in the fall, and gives it to Miller. Miller turns, she spins, but the ball just trickles out of bounds. And FC Monmouth have definitely held great possession of the ball at times. They've had some good passages of play, but so far nothing super threatening in front of the net. Newihe for the Barons just broke free and broke the deadlock as well. 1-0 in favor of the away team as it stands. If you're joining us here on the National Soccer Network, I'm Chris Daly. Happy to be behind the mic for a historic day here at Count Basie Park, and I'd like to thank our friends at New Logical Sports as well for making this stream possible. Shot from way downtown by Sonny Dielmo gets blocked. Although it is good to see FC Monmouth at least attempt something. Now ball over the top. That is a delicious ball. And the ref waves his flag, calls offside. To the despair of FC Monmouth as we have our first substitution of the game. We have our first substitution. We're going to be working it out here in the press box with a couple of difficulties, but checking out of the match for now will be Sonny Dielmo. Now on the ball for the Barons is Stewart. Passes it to Pepe. Monmouth wins it. And Paige Seitz, we have just confirmed, has checked into the game for FC Monmouth. Our sheet was a little ripped up, so we just wanted to make sure we had the accurate information for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a change in the 22nd
Barber
minute
gets it.
for FC Monmouth, entering the match, number 13, Paige Seitz, replacing number 4, Sonny Dielmo.
Ball to Miller, won by the Barons, but Barber retrieves it. Nice tackle by SJEB. And now FC Monmouth looking for something. That's a great ball. And yet another amazing ball. It's Newihe for her second of the day as she squares it. Looking for the back of the net, just goes wide of the right post. And that's a disappointing end result for the Barons. Newihe was in on net. She maybe could have even taken a touch and finished it. That is a tricky skill to do. And it is tough. You never know how quickly the defense will close down. That was a prime opportunity for the Barons to go 2-0 up really early in this one. Only 23 minutes on the clock. Gliding forward is Danny Stewart. Slides the ball out wide to Castorina. Castorina trips, stands up. Back to Stewart. Stewart, Castorina. Now Erdman in the corner, L-turn. And this is where that technical work comes in handy. Erdman does just that, and she gets clipped, draws to foul. And all of a sudden, this is a great dead ball opportunity for SJEB. box. Bounces a few times. Newihe tries to power her way through the blue and gold defense. It's booted away. No FC Monmouth player was forward, so it's a free possession for the Barons, and quickly taken away from them. Offsides called.
Ladies and gentlemen, World Construction is the official parks and recreation specialist of FC Monmouth. They've been a leader in park and playground construction since 1982, with thousands of installations completed throughout the tri-state area. They continue to operate at the forefront of the industry. World Construction provides quality, professionalism, and over 100 years of knowledge and experience.
Ball to Miller.
Again to
Great touch.
World Construction for their support of FC Monmouth.
Now she gives it back to Peyton Gallagher. Out wide is Amber McGee, the captain of this FC Monmouth team. She was named captain last year. FC Monmouth did play last season, although not technically a real season, with quotations around that word. They played in plenty of friendly games, and they got their start. They were able to build chemistry before they joined the WPSL this summer. So this spring/summer of 25 marks the first time FC Monmouth Women's are in an official league. And not bad to be in the biggest women's soccer league in the world. Ownership group here at FC Monmouth is pumped for the opportunity, and they've been waiting for this moment for years now, building the foundations of the club, as has general manager James Davis, who did a lot to make all of this possible, has really been the driving force behind FC Monmouth's recent success and all of these great signings they have made in the offseason. There's a plethora of substitutions now for the Barons. A lot of new faces checking into the game. Jessica Castorina, the sister of Giovanna, enters the pitch, as does a few of her teammates. And she quickly gets involved, as does Kayla Dotaviano.
Ladies and gentlemen, number of substitutions for South Jersey in the 27th minute, entering the match number 15, Jessica Castorina.
Throwing
Number 10, Olivia
for
McMaster.
FC Monmouth.
Number 7, Sienna Mount. Number 16, Kayla Dotaviano. And number 5, Sierra Penny.
Free kick. Garcia gets on it. And a nice 1-2 from the Barons is cut out by the blue and gold. The Barons beat the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals 3-1. They tied the Delaware Ospreys 2-2. It was a game they probably should have won, all things considered. They had about 25 shots on net, but only 2 of them went in. So it was a disappointing result for them. A game they felt like they deserved 3 points and came away with 1. Now, ball to Gabby Miller. Great hold-up play as a shot from way downtown by Peyton Gallagher gets bobbled by the keeper, although eventually scooped up. That would be Emery Wagner, who has a really interesting story. The goalie dressed in that neon green, maybe yellow, kind of has that lemon lime Gatorade color vibe to it, where very much a debate about the actual color. But regardless, she played for Maryland and Georgia collegiately. I think she grew up in Georgia. And now she's just living in South Jersey for this summer, working as a goalkeeper coach. Decided to play in the WPSL as well. Shot is blocked. Summer Reimet's boot is deflected, and Bianchi Nagel makes quick work of it.
How would you like some free stuff thrown at you? It's our 30th minute ball toss, sponsored by Buffalo Wild Wings Eatontown. Make some noise, and we'll
ball
throw
out
some
wide.
stuff your way.
Now into the back of the box. Nawihe for her second of the day. On her right foot, she drops it back, and Bianchi Nagel, with sure hand, saves it. Bianchi Nagel played at Wall High School. Had a lot of success there, was a hero in their amazing run in the Group 2 sectional tournament where Wall won the Central Jersey title. Some penalty kick heroics. She saved about 3 in what was one of the craziest shootouts of the year in New Jersey high school soccer. That was 2 falls ago. Another change here for FC Monmouth. Checking into the game. It's Juliana Kakamo, the Monmouth University forward. Kakamo was a 4-year letter winner at Howell High School. Scored 35 goals in her 4 years there.
Ladies and gentlemen, a change for FC Monmouth in the 32nd minute. Entering the match, number 10, Juliana Kakamo, replacing number 24, Kiana Barb.
And now the Barons feed it out wide. Shot over the crossbar. From Kayla Tenivo. Serlanga tries to slice her way through the Barons' defense. Eventually won out by SJEB. Great 1-2 out on the left side of the pitch. Still 1-0 here if you're just joining us at Count Basie Park. FC Monmouth currently down. into the feet of the Barons as they connect on a 1-2 out wide near side of your screen. FC Monmouth is having so far a really good day. The men's team won down in Atlantic City at Stockton University against Atlantic City FC, a huge 2-1 victory. Lenny Avila has scored his 4th goal of the year and the decisive goal in the 90th minute. Yet again, FC Monmouth waiting till the final seconds to decide the game, but better late than never for the Cardiac Kids. And now the women's team are playing in front of a large crowd here at home, their first game as members of the WPSL. So all things considered, one of the best days in club history. And it could get a little sweeter if the women's team are able to come out of this game with 3 points. Throw in deep in the corner as they're pinned back. The quick one-touch crosses saved by Bianchi Nagel.
Hey kids, we are getting closer to halftime. If you would like to be part of our on-field
Bianchi Nagel
activities, we
hits
ask
it
you to move over
well over half the field
right now. Go gather by the players' entrance.
as the train comes in here behind Count Basie Park. New Jersey Transit says hello. Danny Stewart has done a great job today at the fullback position, number 2 for the Barons in that neon green headband. Been really involved defensively. He's had some nice moments on offense where she has entered the attack. FC Monmouth looking for Gabby Miller. Direct ball. Serlinga. To Seitz. The William and Mary midfielder. And ball over the top to Gabby Miller. This could be something. Cut out quite easily by Emery Wingner. And Seitz battles for it, as does Alexis Garcia. Garcia scored 64 goals at Toms River North High School. Mentioned earlier, she appeared in 18 matches as a freshman, a really good tally. All of a sudden, the Barons have an interesting opportunity here. Sierra Penny loses the ball. And Seitz with a fantastic one-touch delivery. Now, Serlinga looks for Miller in behind. Monmouth have struggled to get their strikers involved on runs behind the defense. They've done well delivering it to their feet. However, no true breakaway opportunities for them yet. Interesting to note that since Kakamo has entered the game, Serlinga has dropped back at times a little deeper, although they do rotate. Right now it's Kakamo taking the defensive duties as the ball is on the far side of the pitch. Serlinga now drops in to help out. Won by Garcia. Now entering the game again here for the Barons is Kairos Samalonis. And coming off is Danny Stewart, who has put in a great shift, 39 minutes.
In the 40th minute for South Jersey, number 22, Kairos Samalonis, replacing number 2, Danny Stewart.
going for FC Monmouth. We're in the dying embers of this first half. 5 minutes remain, just about. You're watching on the National Soccer Network. Sights, very active, gets on the ball. That's the William and Mary way. Although I am a little biased. My cousin was a midfielder there for 4 years. Aaron Daly just graduated a few years ago. Played out in Spain as well. And they've had a great track record down in Virginia of recruiting kids here in the Monmouth County area. As Ryan Stanton is soon to check in here for the blue and gold. Stanton spent her first year at UMBC, or rather at Iona, before transferring to UMBC. Ball in behind for Weihei. And she nutmegs a defender. Weihei drives into the 18, can't find a teammate. Ball remains, however, with the Barons. Weihei can't get a clean touch, scooped up by Bianchi Nagel. And FC Monmouth will look to possess the ball and trying to put together their first attack in what seems like a long time. They've done a good job at possessing it, but nothing of true substance so far for FC Monmouth in front of the net. That was a great first touch by Sights. Just going to get on the ball again. Good ball in behind to Serlinga. Sights, ever since checking in, has been really active right there in the middle of the field. It's done a very nice job as a substitute. Stanton comes in. She's going to replace Miller, who's now at UConn. As for Stanton, mentioned she's at UMBC. Really interesting story. Her dad is the head coach there. So she transferred to play for her father. She actually played against him in her freshman year while at Iona.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the change for FC Monmouth in the 42nd minute, entering the match, number 25, Ryan Stanton, replacing number 28, Gabby Miller.
Barons can't control it. FC Monmouth with the ball. And that's a lovely Maradona by Olivia McMaster. McMaster is a rising sophomore at Manhattan. She played in 20 games as a freshman, starting 19. Really talented player. An integral piece to that Jasper squad from the jump. And Manhattan is a pretty stellar soccer program as well. So really impressive what she's been able to do. Weihei, the future Brown University player, could see her becoming a star in the Ivy League. Ball in the box, back post. Headed away. And again, kicked out by FC Monmouth. Intentional or not, good ball out wide from Sights. And Serlinga does well to attack a few Barons defenders, eventually dispossessed. Weihei, who started the game more central, is now out on the left wing. She's going to cut in on her right foot. Very dangerous right foot. Finds Adriana Pepe with a thunderous shot, and that smacks the yellow field goal post. Dangerous from the Barons. And again, another attack here. A shot, what a save by Bianchi Nagel. stretched out like Superwoman. And Bianchi Nagel stands on her head as this game remains 1-0. The last thing FC Monmouth wanted was a 2-0 scoreline headed into the half, and they need to defend well in order to maintain that 1-0 score. Ball whipped into the box. Nobody home for the Barons. And what a shot, but an even better save by Bianchi Nagel. Has done well in this first half, made about 5 or 6 saves so far. Although, if you ask head coach Lou Santa Cruz, that's 5 or 6 too many. They don't want their goalkeepers facing a lot of pressure. Easier said than done, though, going against such a good Barons team. Pinball in the box. This is dangerous here. A shot blocked by the Great Wall of Monmouth. Alexis Garcia with a high press, and it's able to slow down this Barons offense. As we're 30 seconds in to the added time here in the first half. Can't imagine there's a whole lot, not a lot of breakages in the open run of play so far. No injuries to note, only 1 goal as the ref blows his whistle 50 seconds in, and that'll do it for the first half of action in FC Monmouth's WPSL home opener here at Count Basie Park. Chris Daly from FC Monmouth will be back for the second half.
Ladies and gentlemen, your score at halftime. FC Monmouth.
Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Down by the end line, puts us across, lose your eye, and just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot, he does, and he buries it. Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lose your eye, 1-on-1. Lose your eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box. Not
box, back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches. Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Sacker down by the end line. Pushes across. Lose your eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Lose your eye, 1-on-1. Lose your eye. Oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
Go get it, Doug.
When termites show up, so do we. Terminix it.
Whether you're a beginner coach or a seasoned professional, one thing remains the same: the passion to teach and inspire the next generation of players. Now imagine a place where you could share your coaching knowledge, connect with others, and create a lasting impact. Welcome to the ultimate coaching community, where coaches from all levels can create and share their own courses. Whether you have years of experience or you're just getting started, this is your chance to make your voice heard. Create your own personalized courses, share drills, strategies, and tips, and watch as your knowledge reaches coaches from all corners of the soccer world. With a platform designed for sharing, learning, and growing, you're not just teaching the game, you're creating a community of like-minded coaches, all striving to be the best they can be. Together, we'll elevate the game and support one another to be better, stronger coaches. Are you looking to play at the next level? MSN is now offering player recruitment videos. We are excited to partner with you and your family in getting you to the next level. To learn more about our packages and what we offer, head over to the MichiganSoccerNetwork.com. Remember, your journey starts with a click.
Sacker down by the end line. Puts us across. Loser eye! And just like that, 1-1. Now Elders may look to take a shot. He does, and he buries it! Steps up, and just like that, Reed Dennis comes up big. Loser eye, one-on-one. Loser eye, oh, he'll be taken down inside the box.
Knocked back in. Nationals got it. Bicycle kick for a goal!
Now Sacker. Sacker into the 18. Sacker shot. That goes off the goalkeeper's glove into the net. 2-1 here in the 32nd. This one played in. That's a good ball. And that one goes in. And just like that, the Nationals now have a 1-0 lead. Walensky puts his far post. One-touch opportunity. And what a great goal that was.
Joaquin Beatty of Ohio League.
Look at that shot from Sevy Roy. My goodness, Sevy Roy with a left-footed banger.
FC Monmouth currently down 1-0 to the South Jersey Elite Barons in their first ever home match as members of the Women's Premier Soccer League, the largest soccer league in the world. It's a historic day here for FC Monmouth, and the women's team hoping to follow suit as the men's team beat Atlantic City 2-1 just a few hours ago down south at Stockton University. Although they did have to wait until the 90th minute when Lenny Avila struck gold and picked up 3 points. It's now 4 wins in as many games to start the season for the men's side. Meanwhile, FC Monmouth women's opened up with a 3-3 tie against Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals on May 21st. They've had a little bit of a break since then, 10 days to be exact. Have had a couple of sessions since then. Head coach Lou Santa Cruz has really emphasized and put a lot of focus on chemistry amongst the squad, both on and off the pitch. A lot of these players have never played before as a team together. A lot of players come late from college graduation. Colleges end at different times of the year. So slowly but surely, they're starting to mesh into a formidable unit. It's just about meshing as quickly as possible for Coach Santa Cruz. Scored the lone goal in this game so far. It was a really nice strike breakaway. Was able just to dink it over Bianchi Negri. head coach Lou Santa Cruz, and all of a sudden, threatening attack now for FC Monmouth. Ball into the box, looking for Kiana Barber, was Juliana Kakamo, the Monmouth University Hawk. And Sage and Nelly have played for a while together over at Wall High School. 4 years in between the sticks for the Crimson Knights. Both typically split that time together and have since gone off to college. Sage had a great freshman campaign at DeSales University. One of the top goalkeepers in that conference as a freshman. Put together a great campaign as Monmouth showing some physicality here in the early goings of this second half. Up top is Sunny Dielmo pressing. Gallagher joins her, as does Kiana Barber, the Westchester Golden Ram. And Howe tries to let it go back. Miscommunication, and Summer Rymett wins it. Rymett on her right foot, poked away by the blue and gold. And now back to Howe, who just boots it away, and it finds her forward, Sunny Dielmo, up top. 50-50 ball called in favor of FC Monmouth. Barron's not too happy. Gabby Miller with pressure on her back does well to turn around, get her whole body spinned around to face the net. And a clever move by Sunny Dielmo leads to her being clipped for a foul. It'll be Howe to do the honors, take the kick, and she's going to play Miller short. Miller turns. On her back was Sam Alonis, and now Newihe wins it. Naomi Newihe, committed to Brown University, scored over 80 goals in her high school career. Talked about her a lot in that first half. Just her physical presence up top, and she was one of the main points of concern for Lou Santa Cruz to defend against, or really make sure they lock her down, as that is a lovely ball through the defense in behind, and the shot is scooped up. Juliana Kakamo with the shot, but what a ball that was by Sunny Dielmo. Just absolute wizardry to be able to deliver that ball in between the two Barons defenders. Again, 1-0, 50 minutes into this one. 40 minutes remain. Newihe spins, and good bit of defense by Lizzie Gillen. For FC Monmouth. Lizzie Gillen appeared in 13 matches this past fall at James Madison University. Comes from a big soccer family. Her father played at Rider, her uncle played over at Penn State. Really three-sport athlete in high school, and you can see why they're there. Very alert defensively. Ava Gialanella clears it away for the blue and gold. This could be threatening. Good run from, and eventually batted away. On defense for FC Monmouth. Had a great first half. She was the first ever captain for this FC Monmouth team last summer. Gets involved in the second half, holding the decided to employ pretty similar formation on both sides of the pitch today. And typically that cancels out. We maybe have seen that. Breakaway, no clear-cut chances from the Barons, although they did have a very powerful shot from outside the 18. Saved by Bianchi Nagel. And it's Adriana Pepe. At South Carolina Upstate. What a turn and what a shot from Summer Rymett to give the Barons their second goal of the day. And all of a sudden, FC against the wall with around 35 to play here at Count Basie Park. That was a fantastic finish by Summer Rymett.
Ladies and gentlemen, with a goal for South Jersey in the 54th minute, number 9.
Was the player I highlighted in the preview article leading up to this game as well. She scored 14 goals at Monmouth University this past fall. Association's Attacker of the Year. Of course, with that honor comes a first team distinction. She is one of the most formidable strikers heading in to the fall of 2025 as well, and all of the NCAA. Her family is here in attendance as well today.
FC Monmouth's official sport recovery performance is a multidisciplinary healthcare facility that offers true one-on-one physical therapy, chiropractic care, acupuncture, current rehab. Yes, you where you need to be because they care. Thank you once again to Current Rehab.
Kiana Bar. And now, Shorkus with a good ball, and it's Summer Rymett looking for her second. Was both games for the Barons so far. Both her and Newihe have done so. Now they've scored in. Similar to Andrew Araya on the men's side for FC Monmouth, although he did break his goal scoring streak today. He had 3 goals in the first 3 games of the year. 2 very clutch penalties. As the sun says goodbye, you can really notice the floodlights now. Saturday night soccer here in Red Bank, New Jersey. A great crowd have come into the stands to her home game in the Women's Premier Soccer League. A lot of legends have played in the WPSL. Plenty of national team superstars. Julie Foudy, one of those every U.S. soccer fan has heard of. Alex Morgan spent some time playing summer ball in the WPSL as well, so who knows, maybe we could see the next U.S. women's field here at Count Basie Park throughout these next 2 months. Right here in New Jersey, such as Kiana Barber, who's had a great game so far. She wins it Gabby Miller now calling for the ball. She's going to get on it, turns, trips, still delivers a pass, man on, and that is a lot of side spin on it from Peyton Gallagher and Alexis Garcia with some deceiving moves out in, and it's boated away by the Barons. Yet again, train coming through here at Count Basie Park. Such a beautiful sight. Strong tackle out on the far side of the pitch. The attempt from FC Monmouth, not close to the mark, and the Barons will.
Ladies and gentlemen, Exterior Point is one of the fastest growing home remodeling companies in the country. Started in New Jersey. Free New Jersey home remodeling right next door. Exterior Point provides energy efficient windows, roofing, siding, and entry doors. Exterior Point at the lowest affordable prices.
And all of a sudden, ball over the top to Newihe. Deja vu for FC Monmouth. Newihe in behind. Trying to power between two defenders. Pushed in the back. No call. We're going to say it was clean. Newihe goes down yet again. Tangled up. Just seemed to be some physical soccer, says the ref. Nothing foul, as a lot of Barons fans in attendance today disagree. Out and proud from the press box. Although the referee on. Ball to feet. Gabby Miller. Pepe. Puts a lot of sauce on that pass and just a little too much. Ball goes out. Ball in behind. One back by the Barons. And they try to switch. Trickles out of bounds. It'll be Howe to throw it in for Monmouth. And now it's Miller. Miller to Barber. Barber in behind, looking for Kakamo. Ali Serlenga on the bench through the first 15 minutes for FC Monmouth. Last time out against the Philadelphia Ukrainian Nationals. Expect for some more attacking options as time. Half an hour of play yet, not going to do that. At least some decisions will have to be made for the FC Monmouth coach. The amazing goalkeeper coach for FC Monmouth holds the same role at Monmouth. Goalkeeper training company, rather. MVP goalie training. Laurent is well known, comes from France. He's done a great job. Institution. Monmouth looking for something clever. Again, 2-0 here at Count Basie Park. If you're joining us on the net, and we'd like to thank our friends at New Logical Sports as well for making this production all possible. Here at FC Monmouth. Live stream production. Lots of changes to be made, most notably
Jersey.
Olivia McMahon.
Number 5, Sierra Penny. Number 7, Sienna Mount. Jess Castorina and number 16, Kale Nadarmin.
Good job from the Barons just to move the ball from right side of the pitch to the left. Strong. Hal just keeps on chugging along. And FC Monmouth is still looking to get in behind this Barons defense. They haven't had the... It's been a... Some nice passes, but not much to note in the attacking third. It's Hal. Si's actually not in the game. Rather, it's Kakamo who rolled up the sleeve. First half. Although she will enter the game now, replace a lot of attacking substitutions.
Number of changes for FC Monmouth in entering the
and now it's Sights. Hoping to make an impact. And now a shot, and what a shot it is! Even better save from Emery Wigner. A former Maryland for the South Jersey Elite Barons. A really well played. You can't. Just come up big. Simple as that. Tries to alternate in between two Monmouth defenders, and now she feeds it. What a save from Sage Santa Cruz. Olivia McMaster with the shot from... And Santa Cruz was...
Thank Navasing Psychological Services for their support. They serve clients ages 3 through adult, providing assessment, treatment. Athletes of all levels.
Now Ryman in behind.
Their mission is to make you better.
Ryman left-footed, ball back post. Headed away. Minutes on the clock here in Red Bank. Less than 23 to go. sporting the blue and gold. Actually, FC Monmouth did don. Go back to that first season where they had yellow home kits. Thinking about Bryant Nibs. As FC Monmouth now realizes they need to dig deep here in order to get back into this game. One goal will do just the trick for that, to build some confidence, but they need two to draw on level terms and pick up their second point of the season. Definitely a steep hill they have to climb, but there's no doubt that they have the talent. Matty Di Eugenio called for a foul. He's a rising junior at Sacred Heart University out in Fairfield, Connecticut. And Miller wins it. Barons get it right back. Left side of the pitch, ball. Top the 18. South Jersey Elite Barons, one of the top clubs here in the WPSL. They made the Final Four just 3 seasons ago. Mentioned earlier in the broadcast, one of their all-time great players goes by the name of Carly Lloyd. Don't know if that rings a bell to you back home, but she's one of the greatest women's soccer players of all time. Scored that 17-minute hat-trick in the 2015 World Cup final. And she played for the Barons when they were playing in what was the USL's developmental league at the time.
Ladies and gentlemen, with the change for FC Monmouth in the 71st minute, entering the match number 27, Peyton Mara replacing number 5, Ava Gianluino.
Peyton Miera, Mount St. Mary's player from Barnegat, one of the many Barnegat players on this FC Monmouth roster. There's around 4 or 5 of them in total, if memory does serve me correctly. Some good link-up play. And that's the coach's dream right there. FC Monmouth in their blue shirts, just forming the shape of the triangle. Like Ali Serlingas turns, drives towards the net. Eventually, her run was stopped short by a Barons defender, and now it's McMaster with the ball over the top to Summer Ryman, searching for her second goal of the day. Shows off her speed a little, however, eventually called back for offsides right around that 32-yard line, football field equivalent. Technically the 42-yard line if we're being really technical, but don't think that's how it works. 43. Reimet drops into the midfield, and she wins the ball back for the Barons. Ball in behind, cut away by FC Monmouth. And now it's Kiana Barber. Abby Stevens. Serlinga. Nice shoulder-to-shoulder physical play. Barber's making a run back post. Serlinga didn't get a chance to just look up. And eventually, her run falls short. Ball in behind. Summer Reimet cuts to her left foot. It's a great move. McMaster extends her leg. Ball was played just a step behind her. And now it's Barber. Pass is intercepted. Sienna Mount. And the cross into the box. Finds its way to the other side of the pitch. Again, another cross in. Feels like the Barons have had a lot more of those types of chances today. Put the ball into the box a lot more than FC Monmouth, and that's been a big difference as to why this game is 2-0. McMaster gets on the ball. She shoots. And now it's Serlinga. Pressing for the blue and gold. Monmouth showing their heart here in the final 15 minutes of this game. It's worth noting, in less than 24 hours, FC Monmouth will actually be done with their game tomorrow. They have another match at 5:30 against Fever SC. Right here at Count Basie Park. If you're watching at home and would like to attend, visit fcmonmouth.com/tickets. Although we will be back live streaming yet again tomorrow here on the National Soccer Network. And then June 7th is a big doubleheader. First the men's and then the women's. Ball back post. Just too much height on it for Jessica Castorina. Not able to get there. Barber can turn, and that she does. Nice work on Castorina. And the effort to switch it from Eugenio is unsuccessful. But as mentioned just about a minute ago, June 7th is likely to be the biggest day in FC Monmouth history. It's got all the makings to be a huge doubleheader, never seen before here at Count Basie Park. It's going to be a great day of local soccer, and the women have the distinction to be the headliners, and deservingly so for all the work they've been put in. The history makers, the trailblazers, they've done a lot in the past year to help really elevate the club, and they're now searching for their first goal of the game. Want to claw back into this one. Ball into the box. Nobody really making the run. Serlinga had stopped short, maybe hoping for the ball to come to her feet. And just some miscommunication there from FC Monmouth as Marley Besser will check into the game. It's number 14 in blue.
Ladies and gentlemen, the change for FC Monmouth in the 78th minute. Entering the match, number 14, Marley Besser. Ladies and gentlemen, Amici Pizzeria in Atlantic Highlands is proud to be the official pizza of FC Monmouth. Every FC Monmouth ticket purchase online includes an
ball
exclusive coupon
far side of the pitch here for the Barons.
Whether you're celebrating a big win or refueling after practice, slices a full-service dinner, private parties, catering, and BYOB. After the match, fuel up with the team's favorite pizza.
Though eventually their run down the line is driven too far. It's steered out of bounds. Santa Cruz with the goal kick. It's won quickly by South Jersey, and a foul called right at the edge of the 18. A yellow card given out to Peyton Mera. FC Monmouth's second yellow card of the day.
Ladies and gentlemen, the referee has issued a yellow caution card to FC Monmouth's number 27, Peyton Mera. Green ticket.
As both teams just vie for possession, and Monmouth vie for a chance to even just get in front of net and put one in front of the net.
We got a winner.
It looks like
Go celebrate over
we could
there.
say there was no inside trading there. That was as real as it gets. I mean, I
Even
saw.
though they do have a few Arsenal fans over at House of Charm.
And less than 60 seconds on the clock. The corner kick, back post. Not really, more back of the 18 rather. As Seitz moves forward. Seitz dodges a defender. She keeps going. And puts a great ball out to the right. And the shot is blocked. Eva Gianella with the shot.
Chick-fil-A Eatontown corner kick.
Got a
Make
nice
some
first touch
noise.
on it,
Let's
but just
go,
some great
FC
defensive
Monmouth.
work there from South Jersey Elite Barons. And now the Chick-fil-A corner kick goes in. The header doesn't find its way into the back of the net. And 3, 2, 1. 90 minutes now. Strike on the game clock here at Count Basie Park. We are just about done, and we thank you so much for tuning in today here on the National Soccer Network. It has been a pleasure talking to you guys and bringing to you live coverage of FC Monmouth Women's. Their first ever game at this historic home turf in a historic league. Seitz switches it. There's a lot to be proud of with this performance. Monmouth have had some good chances. Our goalkeepers have both made great saves today as well. A couple of players defensively have been really strong, and you look in the middle of the field and a lot of players stepped up big. Alexis Garcia in the first half had a great day. Seitz, when she's checked in, has been really active. Serlinga and Miller have gotten on the ball a lot, so just a few small tweaks here and there, and FC Monmouth will be sure to compete against some of these top teams in the country. As mentioned, South Jersey Elite Barons are one of the best in the WPSL, currently second in the division. Granted, only 2 games have been played, and I'm sure they'll find their way to a similar spot as the season winds down. Went to the Final Four just 3 seasons ago in a league with over 140 clubs. That is pretty impressive to go all the way down to the Final Four. Corner kick in. Monmouth, we're looking for that first goal of the day. Almost at 2 minutes of added time, and we have a counter-attack now for South Jersey. It's a 3-on-1. 2 Monmouth defenders tracking back. Newihe gets on the ball. Newihe shoots, and she's got her second of the day, her 4th of the season, as South Jersey wins it 3-0 off of a buzzer beater goal from Naomi Newihe, the senior in high school. Scored over 80 goals throughout 4 years at Ocean City High School, and will be heading to Brown University in the fall. But with that being said, that's all she wrote for today. It's an honor to be coming to you from this press box to bring to you live coverage of FC Monmouth women's soccer. Have 4 more games here at home in the regular season, hopefully some playoff games as well. But with that, Southside Johnny will take it over for me as the Asbury Jukes play their infamous song. Fans don't want to go home, but they have to. And we'll be back tomorrow night, 5:30 p.m., as FC Monmouth plays Fever SC. Chris Daly from FC Monmouth, signing off for now. Thank you to National Soccer Network and New Logical Sports.
Follow the club on the socials at We Are Monmouth and at FCMonmouth.com.